To the untrained eye, you look like everyone else. But you have another side. Embrace it with a machine that's worthy of you. Stylish on the outside, savage on the inside. Legion by Lenovo, powered by Intel Core i7 processors.
Hi guys, welcome to the second match of Rise of Legion India League of Legends tournament powered by Intel. We are on day 1 and welcome to the second round of 32 match. This match is held between Instinct Esports and Monster Wings. I'm here, Anthracite, casting this game and I'm joined here by Apollonia. Welcome her to the stream guys. Two good teams going head to head against each other. Last match, definitely a underdog victory, a very surprise victory. What were your thoughts on the last game?
Alright, hello everybody. So this is Apollonia here, and about the last match, it was very exciting to see something like a Master Yi pick in a 5v5 game come out, and that team managed to win. You know, they played a team that, you know, we kind of didn't have hopes for or were confused as to what they were trying to do. Played out the best possible way their team fight could go. They just did it perfectly. And moving on from that, this game, you know, there's a kind of similar. It looks like target bands. You know, you see the Z band, you see the Wukong, the Malphite. Well, we know Malphite is really good. You know, he's an unstoppable force at level 6. Very much like the previous game. Now we are starting to see target bands.
Fizz very strong mid lane, Zed very strong, annoying to deal with mid lane. Wukong definitely a target ban brand. Alistair bit annoying, and Malzahar is the first pickup. So yeah, suddenly Malzahar is now back in the meta all of a sudden. He's a very good champion. He offers mad CC. Definitely one of the priority picks. These guys also play a good Malzahar. A Nautilus being picked off. Nautilus very annoying in the support territory. Very strong. The level 1 hook itself, the hook in the passive stun, is just too much CC to bring in the pressure. Renekton also being hovered on. What do you think about the picks up till now?
Well, for a first pick on the side of Instinct Esports, I think Malzahar is a pretty decent pick. You know, they might want to take it away from Monster Wings. Well, Malzahar, I do like that first pick Malzahar, but it's a little bit confusing as to why Monster Wings wouldn't pick their mid laner to counter that, because, you know, they are revealing Instinct Esports, they are revealing their first pick, and I felt that Monster Wings should have, you know, targeted that and counterpicked the Malzahar or picked something that they know can work against them. But never mind that, they got a Nautilus and a Renekton. They did ban out Wukong, and Malphite is banned out. Not too sure what Instinct Esports might pick to counter the Renekton on Monster Wings, but I think it's a very bold move coming out from Monster Wings.
So here's something which I'm very perplexed about. Monster Wing picked up a support and a top laner. They haven't picked their AD yet. They actually revealed 2 lanes at the same time, because when you see a Nautilus as a support, you're expecting what's coming on. They sort of reveal 2 lanes, get Caitlyn taken away from them, and in the first 3 picks they haven't still picked an AD carry. So you basically have a priority support, but the AD carry is not given the priority. If Instinct wants, they can just ban 3 straight up AD carries right now.
Right. It looks as though now in the second ban phase, Monster Wings is targeting a Skarner ban. Definitely going to ban out the junglers. Ramus is there, so we can see the first 3 picks coming from Monster Wings. Very beefy. Also, very beefy. You know, Renekton has a good amount of sustain, lasts pretty long in fights, considering his ulti as well. Nautilus, a tank support. Rama's a tank jungler. I would think that Monster Wings would have to pick very damage heavy, like an AD carry, that scales very well, can deal all of that damage, as well as a mid laner that has burst rather than damage over time.
A Nar and a Skarner being banned out looks more specifically like targeted bans because their champions played much, and I was expecting an Ashy ban coming in from Instinct. I won't be surprised if I see another ADC ban coming in. They just don't. They just want to punish that mistake. You pick up a priority support and you don't take an AD carry along with it. Uh, that's a bit stupid. A Yasuo being banned, so that also looks like a target ban because Yasuo, as we all know, it's a very elusive champion. Not everybody can play it. A lot of people
Yes.
claim to be able to play it, but only a few people can actually play the champion.
You don't
Uh,
want to be, that Yasuo that everybody doesn't like. But definitely, the Yasuo ban, they want to make sure that Malzahar has a decent time in lane and not shoved out or harassed too much by a possible Yasuo pick into him. And we see the Tristana coming out. I like the Tristana pick considering the first 3 picks that Monster Wings has. This Tristana will be able to do a good amount of damage in the late game, most definitely. A little bit in the mid game, depends on how ahead Tristana can get. We see a Kled against a Renekton. Now I feel that's a skill matchup right there in the top lane. And a Jax. A Jax jungle? Yes, Jax jungle. So
most
Jax.
definitely a Jax jungle right now. Kled is just so annoying to deal with. He has just too much in his kit going on. So him and Renekton up top would be a very interesting matchup. There's a Diana mid being picked up. Uh,
Ooh.
that's unusual and that's sort of also interesting to see.
I
Okay,
do I do not like that Diana pick at all personally because I feel that if a team has 4 melee champions, there's no poke on the side of Monster Wings. At most they only have the range of Tristana, but when it comes to wave clear, when it comes to, trying to deal a little bit of damage to the enemy team, it's not going to be there. It's going to be all in or nothing for the side of Monster Wings.
okay, so I do agree with you. I do agree with you on this. Plus, the major problem I feel is the Morgana. The Morgana shield
Yes.
sort of takes away the ability of Diana to sort of one-shot a target or just deal maximum insane burst damage on a single target. Morgana sort of steals that away from Diana. Uh, also, the reason I'm a bit iffy about the Diana uh, is that the whole team comp sort of uh, collapses. Led can come in. You have a Malzahar to lock you down. Uh,
Exactly.
you have a Jax with a stun. There's a lot of CC coming in from the side of Instinct Esports. Their comp on paper definitely looks way stronger. Um, one of the biggest mistakes I feel Monster Wings did was not prioritize the bot lane entirely. It was a very half-hearted decision. You pick up a Nautilus, you don't pick up another AD carry, and then you just end up putting Nautilus and Tristana bot, which I feel is not such a strong lane. Nautilus should be in a high kill, high pressure lane. That's more of a job for a Caitlyn or a Kaisa. But you see a Tristana being pulled out. So on
Mm-hmm.
paper, that sort of falls out for me. Wh-
Yes, yes.
What are your ideas on this?
I feel that because of that very quick Renekton pick, now Renekton is faced against a Kled, which actually leaves them in a position where it's a skill matchup. I've seen Renektons beat Kleds when they notice a Kled has made a mistake. I've seen Kleds dominate Renektons because they did get early jungle help. So I feel that if the Renekton was going to be going to be picked in the first pick phase, they should have targeted more of their bans towards top laners that could potentially counter them, because that means they're probably putting their resources into the Renekton. But never mind so much about Monster Wings. They could prove us wrong. I'm not sure how all 4 of their melee champions, with the exception of Tristana, all 4 of the melee champions are gonna go fight. Like once they jump into Instinct Esports, it's gonna be tough for them. You got the Malzahar lockdown. You have the Jax stun. That if the Jax lands that correctly, it's going to be advantageous for them. Instinct Esports also has the Morgana binding. You got a Caitlyn that has range. So I'm not sure how they're going to get onto the Caitlyn to stop the damage. And what more? There's a Kled as well. You know, Kled. If you leave Kled unattended, he will deal a lot of damage.
Most definitely, and Cled's ulti is so strong. It just boosts the team's movement speed so much. It's just a wave of push coming in. You have that benefits the Jax. Honestly, Jax can land that guaranteed stun. Benefits the Malzahar too. It just gives Malzahar that movement speed boost he needs to just go in and lock
Mhm.
in on one target.
Yes, and
Morgana also just locks in the ulti, so it's a very good integrated team comp I feel coming in from these teams right now.
yes, Instinct Esports definitely I feel have a more well-rounded team composition. You know, they got the CC coming in from Morgana. You got a bit of CC from Jax, very tiny bit from Kled, and Malzahar. You know, his ulti is self-explanatory. But I would like to see how Monster Wings, you know, plays it out. I feel that in Monster Wings does get picks in the right place. They do have a very strong pick comp. So if they do catch Instinct Esports, you know, running around in the jungle or not paying attention, Monster Wings can close down on them.
And with that, we just go in the game. Um, Guys, don't forget to subscribe to Legion Gaming India's YouTube channel for all the broadcasts, all the regular gaming content with some of the biggest names in the gaming all around India. So be sure to like and be sure to subscribe. Uh, in the new game, we see a new set of runes and masteries. Do we notice anything unusual here, Apollonia?
Well, looking at everything, I like the Renekton with the Conqueror, you know, that works as well. The second keystone is a domination. Well, Kled went for something much more defensive. I would like to see how that plays out because I feel that if the Renekton takes domination, you know, he's probably going for more damage, but he did take teleport. So there's no ignite there to confirm a lead and, you know, play that split push Renekton because I feel that split pushing would benefit Monster Wings a lot more looking at their team composition. And anything else, I'm not really noticing all that much. Diana with the electrocute, okay, she's a burst champion, that can work. Jax with the Conquerors, that's fine as well. Caitlyn with the Fleet Footwork, that's okay too.
I
I feel
mean,
that's
it's
okay.
it's all okay. It all sort of works on paper. It'll be interesting to see how this game pans out. Okay, win condition for Instinct Esports.
Win condition for Instinct Esports. Most definitely run it down. You see that clap with that ulti, you hear that music, the moment that music turns on, right? I think that's it for Monster Wings. But they will lose if they dive. So they gotta make sure that they dive correctly because you know Kled can juggle aggro, right? Um Instinct Esports, they gotta close down and make sure that everything works nicely together. Because if all of their teammates don't go in as one on the side of Instinct Esports, it can backfire on them pretty pretty hard, considering that they have more squishies than they do tanky. And right now you see them. Ooh, okay, they didn't manage to get the ward.
They didn't manage to get the ward, but both teams spot each other. Both
Mm-hmm.
teams back off. We see a top tribe. We see a top river brush being warded by uh, the by so sorry, Ramus. I just had a mind fart. So we see a top river being warded by Ramus. A really early ward placed.
Minions have
Um,
spawned.
Pretty standard start. Nobody's trying for any other ballsy play going in right now.
Yeah.
Poke, a little bit of Harris going in, and I think gonna have an identical start on the jungler. Both junglers are gonna start in the bot side.
Unlike the previous game, we can see, you know, the mid laners weren't really guarding, they're just chilling in the mid lane, you know, it's a chill day for them. And we see both junglers starting on the bottom side of the map. Can't really tell much because in this early game, we're looking at a Jax jungle versus a Rammus. Where if the junglers were to meet in the top lane, the Kled and Jax versus the Renekton and the Rammus, if Renekton and Rammus does not focus on one target, they could lose the fight. So right now, it's really a case of which jungler has the big brains, which one of their laners are able to coordinate the ganks very, very well. I feel it's the same also for the mid lane. Mid lane does not have any early CC, while Diana a little bit, but you know, I feel that in the mid lane it can go either way as well.
That's true. It's a very balanced lane going on right now. Kled is just trying to deal some damage onto Renekton. Oh my god, that's a lot of damage. Renekton will have
That
to
flash.
If only Kled had that ignite, he would have just like killed the Renekton right there.
Exactly. That double teleport that they ran. If Kled was very, very confident, he could have run that ignite because his ulti does make him kind of semi-global. He can still run down from a good distance away.
Meanwhile, you see bot lane, the Harris coming in from Caitlyn is so much, and that's what I'll be trying to tell you. If Caitlyn was on the other side, Nautilus could have added on the pressure, but right now Caitlyn is just harassing. Nautilus will also take a good chunk of HP down. Meanwhile, Jax is inside. He will catch Rammus. He's starting to deal damage. Rammus taunts him. Renekton coming in. Rammus flashes. Jax will flash as well. Get the kill. So that's a very early on, very aggressive play. Both mid laners also coming up top while the fight continues bot lane. They will get a kill on Nautilus bot lane. CJ Bradlife is low. Ignite on him. He will survive for now. Blade is going behind Ryzen. He will be able to kill him. That's a 3 for 0 in a 3-minute game.
Beautiful. First blood to the side of Instinct Esports. You know, they really did trust their instincts, I must say. Jax went in. He probably knew the Renekton had no flash. He could finish off that Rammus. Very well played on the side of Instinct Esports. Like we did mention. Ooh.
Oh my god.
How did that hit?
Tristana was so lucky the heal saved her life.
That was, my heart actually dropped for a moment. I was like, that snare actually did hit. Wow.
Tristana is actually pretty ballsy for standing there. You look at the CS difference right now. It's 32 to 5.
And also 27 to 9.
Yeah.
How is this happening?
Okay, Diana maybe there's range difference models.
And she did die once. You see, she did die once.
Yeah, and Malzahar is harassing her a lot, but bot lane is just Tristana is unable to farm. Kled going heavy again. The Renekton will deal a lot of damage. Caitlyn being hooked. Tristana tries to deal some damage. Tristana will take more damage. We'll have to back off.
Why did Nautilus engage and completely walk off? He had full HP. That was, you know, I would say a little bit dodgy.
Honestly, I feel the bot lane is not on the same page right now. Like, both the playstyles between the AD carry and the support is extremely different. Tristana is so far behind. It's not even funny. Rammus also, with that early death, couldn't actually give or offer more jungle pressure. He needs to actually get up back on the levels, get back in the zone to be able to gank around, and that will just put his team behind even more.
As you can see, you know, there's a lot of battles happening in the top. Kled is about to get his mount back. I don't
Oh
know
my
if
god,
this is the
Kled
right
gets his
time.
mount back. It's the right time. Renekton is there.
That was the perfect bait. That was not the right time for Renekton to come in, but you know, I think he was a little bit too cocky.
I mean, people underestimate Kled. They don't respect the mount back. He just gets like 5 bars of HP standing there looking like a fool. That's why Kled, I hate that champion. I honestly, genuinely hate that champion.
Yes, we can see Rammus is not just straight up not having a good time. He's clearing his jungle, you know, probably
Meanwhile,
trying to get
again
the levels
going in
back.
bot. Nautilus is caught. He will die. Tristana just walks off. And it's 5 to 0 kills. 2k gold lead at 6 minutes. Almost 3k gold lead at 6 minutes. It's just absolutely disgusting.
It looks pretty one-sided right now. Very, very much one-sided. We see them chilling in the base. I see Rammus and Diana. Okay, so
Hey, he was waiting for his buddy to walk ahead. It's kind of rude to not wait.
one for all for one.
it's just a very hard game for them. I don't know how they fight back from this. But lead early on. Again, Renekton trying to go ham on Kled. Kled dealing a lot of damage. Renekton also dishing it equal amount of damage. Renekton does need to keep in mind that Kled's Q cuts healing. Rammus coming in bot lane. They will land a gank. There's a teleport coming in from the top laner. Morgana flashes out. Here's Kled inside. Kled will deal damage. Rammus will fall. Kled's mount goes away. Tristana flashes out. Nautilus flashes out. Diana coming in. Q lands on Diana. Oh my god.
Straight up.
This is unfortunate. This is unfortunate. Diana will die. That was a chain CC. You land the Q, you land W. Jax is fighting Renekton. Renekton is taking a lot of damage. Renekton goes in, takes the turret hit. Jax will jump. Renekton has to ulti, but he will die. That was very aggressive and that was stupid.
I think the tilt is real probably for Monster Wings, you know. It's just not a great game for them. I think it has to do a lot with the champion picks. There's a lot more range on Instinct Esports, and Instinct Esports is also displaying a lot more team synergy amongst their players. They're fast to follow up, they're quick to follow up and everything. All of their champions can stand alone a lot more as compared to Monster Wings. So it's very one-sided, 6k goal difference.
I mean, the game, there's so much happening in the game in 8 minutes. Like, I'm almost running out of breath. Guys, just cut me some slack, please. This is so active. The mid buff being handed over to Malzahar. Malzahar is way ahead against Diana. All lanes have a lot of lead. Kled is surprisingly 20 CS behind from Renekton, which is, I don't know why, but yeah, he's sort of 20 CS behind.
I'm sorry, that just made me crack up. He's like 4-0 but 37 CS to 53.
I mean, the CSing norms are sort of falling off. You see 25 CS in Tristana.
Big oof for Tristana, big oof.
9 minutes, 25 CS. I don't know how you're coming back in this game. I would probably just be crying, blaming my support right now, and calling out a 15-minute FF, because it's sort of very tilting.
Yes, and you see the Jax, you know, straight up dominating, making the jungle his hood. It is just everywhere. It's just Jax's jungle. Rammus he has to scrounge for all the CS that he can get. I like the way that Instinct Esports is actually pushing their lead. They're not chilling. They're not sitting down and relaxing. They have a lead. They're trying to push that lead, and I would hope to see this completely translate into Rift Herald control, because kills is not everything. At the end of the day, League of Legends is a team strategy game. You gotta hit the towers and get to the core of the Nexus. So I really like to see that early Rift Herald. It's already 10 minutes, and the early Dragon.
I'm really sorry, but the first item on Tristana in 10 minutes with 27 CS is a Vamp Scepter.
I said he wants that life steal, you know.
But are you dealing enough damage to lifesteal? Is the first.
Well,
this is very iffy right now. It's very iffy for me.
You know, you never lose hope. Never lose hope. Monster Wings could probably completely turn this around, you know. Instinct Esports could make mistakes. All that shutdown goal from Kled, from Jax, could
Let's
go straight
look
to
at.
them.
There's Rammus coming in. He flashes, catches the Malzahar. Ryzen will go in, and I think that's the first kill on the side of
brilliant,
Monster.
brilliant.
So you're just talking about. Okay, that's another really impressive hook landing. Morgana will land the stun. There's a stopwatch coming in from both Morgana and Nautilus.
Oof.
I mean, Tristana was sort of slow in moving. She could have W'd also, but
Good timing
sort
on
of
the
led.
Jax's end, though.
yeah, good timing on the Jackson. Oh, that's a lot of burst damage offered by both Renekton and Kled. Renekton is going heavy on Kled. He has a very big upper hand. He has that rage bar. Kled is also having the rage bar. His pop comes in. He lands a Q. He lands another E, and he will get a kill. There comes the Rammus. Rammus will make him tank, but I don't think Rammus can kill him. He's level 7. That's a double kill. That's a very stupid dive. Again, Mordekaiser and Malzahar fighting mid with Diana. Diana has to back out, and Malzahar will get another turret plating.
Wow, Kled is just popping right off. Kled is on a roll, 6-0-0 with 6-0-0 gold shut down. Kled is having a great time. And
He's just gonna get like 3 plates up top till Renekton comes in. What I really don't understand in the last gang is why did Rammus choose to go in when he was around 3 HP behind. CJ Bright Life coming in, Death Note catching a ulti, and Morgana tried to KS it with the bind, but Death Note was picked up.
brilliant roam though, brilliant roam from the Morgana. You know, they got the first tower down at bottom. Straight away roams to mid, kind of tries to help, and I like the fact that Malzahar still put in that damage. Even though very close to the tower, I think it was perfect. It was perfect. Malzahar was right at the edge of the tower
was
range.
So perfect. He was at the edge of the
beautiful.
tower range. You had the Jax coming in. You flash queued in. The chain CC was perfect. It was just delightful to watch. Looking at the goal differences right now, top lane 5500 to 3300, jungle 4900 to 3400, mid lane 4900 to 3400, bot lane is the biggest 5800 to 2700. Yes, so behind.
I feel that the mid lane could have picked something, you know, that has range. Like I said, you see, the melee picks are going to hurt them. They won't be able to poke. They won't be able to, you know, throw a stun. A Syndra could have done the job, and Ahri could have done the job because I don't remember them being banned out. But they picked the Diana, which I feel is much more of a solo queue pick.
I mean, Diana can be played, but I don't think the comp build around that Diana is so good. Like, you need to give Diana space to be able to roam. Rammus is not really a jungler that can put in a lot of pressure early on. So, very iffy. I think Caitlyn just disconnected.
Did she DC?
And yeah, I think Caitlyn disconnected.
Well, that's Caitlyn's bad luck, you know. I think Monster Wings is ready to come back. 2 kills for them.
Wow. They should have actually paused the game back. But yeah, Caitlyn just walks into it and is just like, sorry guys, I DC'd, you can kill me now.
I mean, if we look on the bright side of Instinct Esports, I don't think she had shut down goal.
I mean, she did have a minor shutdown goal, but it's okay. It wasn't too much. The lead is still humongous. It's 8k goal lead at
almost
14
10k. Yeah, that is huge.
It's disgusting. It's Caitlyn can just int and die 3 more times and it'll still be a struggle for Monster to come back into this game.
Yeah, I feel that if the Tristana manages to get, you know, the shutdown off of Instinct Esports, Tristana will be able to come back. But 40 CS to 123, that is
exactly
3 times.
How do you come back?
Yeah, you know, I'm trying to look at the bright side of life for Monster Wings. You know, they're still fighting. You can see that they're still trying. And
the Kled coming in from behind. Morgana flashes away from the tower. Kled will just kill her under the turret. Rammus trying to go in. Kled will just land another Q on Rammus. He will go aggressively. Jax is just torn between the 2 opponents. Behind, Malzahar catches the Renekton and they will finish up the Renekton. So they're just falling down like a stack of cards. They just one by one. It's just complete demolition.
Kled just did not care. Straight up came in from the back. And that Renekton did not respect the Malzahar, especially the fact that Malzahar...
The Kled is 2 levels ahead, so why should he care? He just died. 2 levels ahead is a huge advantage. That too not from a jungler, from a mid laner. He's 2 levels ahead from another solo laner. That's just insane advantage right there. He's 3 levels ahead from the jungler.
Yes, it doesn't look very bright. I would like to point out that Nautilus has a balmy Cinder.
I mean, how iffy can the game get? I'm just like.
Is that a big yikes, or is that actually something, you know, that could work?
The Tristana is struggling to kill a red buff. I sort of feel bad. Diana coming in. Tristana, I don't know why she was standing there. A lot of damage dealt by Jax, but Jax will fall down. 3 people get in. Really nice. Jax did go a little cocky there. He just dived into 3 people, not respecting anybody's damage. He saw all of them before, but he just decides to go in, not respecting them really.
Yeah, right now, you know, Instinct Esports, as you said, ahead in levels. Jax does go down, which is great for Diana, but I'm not sure how this is gonna play out. But oh, Ramas has come in.
Oh,
They're engaging.
Ramus goes in, engages on that Kled. Ramus has the stone plate going in. Oh no,
I just
he's.
kind of paused because of how Renekton's ulti.
I mean, Kled just decides to walk away, and it's a waste of a CD. It was completely unnecessary. They possibly couldn't have burst him down. Renekton is too behind in farm. He can't burst him down. Renekton doesn't even have a Black Cleaver completed at this point.
Exactly. So now the second Ocean Drake is up, and it looks like Instinct Esports is gonna claim that for themselves. Well, on the bright side for Monster Wings, you know, there isn't like 2 Infernals or 2 Cloud Drakes, or else the pressure, the damage would be a lot more difficult to handle. Almost 10k gold difference, but you know, there's always the comebacks.
Did you see the Morgana sort of zoning out the Renekton right there? I was sort of wondering what's happening. Renekton's level 11. Why is he sort of scared from that Morgana? But,
Well, they do know that the team is around. So the Rift Herald is going to get popped and they're going to try to get the tier 2 tower, I mean.
There'll be tier 2 tower if they keep pressuring. They might even actually get the inhibitor turret at this point. Because just Caitlyn has a lot of damage.
Yeah, 4 towers for Instinct Esports. You know, they're just going to keep pushing their lead and there's a fight going to break out.
Nautilus just walks in and dies. Diana comes from the side. Will take a lot of damage and die. Kled going inside. Kled also takes damage, but he'll survive. Double kill coming in from Malzahar. 3 people have died. They're just pushing it. Honestly, I feel they can just end the game right now.
Beautiful juggle of power aggro. You see the Morgana. Instinct Esports is just very aware of what they have to do, and they're playing as though they have a lot more experience compared to Monster Wings. At least Monster Wings, you know, they're trying to come back, but at this point, that 12k goal lead, it's gonna be very, very, very hard.
Well, most definitely, Instinct Esports is one of the better teams from the BD scene. They've been consistent. They've been playing for a long time, and it's just showing that they have way more experience on the game than Monster right now. They are very, very ahead. Is this game comebackable? I don't really.
Comebackable?
Yeah. So if you live in SEA, you do need to speak SEA English. I mean, it's always comebackable.
Well, I think is it comebackable? I think it's comebackable if they can miraculously, you know, get a Baron. If Instinct Esports starts a Baron and you know they come in correctly, properly, use the Baron as a 6th member, they could come back or capitalize on Instinct Esports if they do a very risky dive.
Honestly, if you look at Caitlyn items, Caitlyn can just stand at one place. Dish out so much damage, it's insane. Just right click and kill off.
It's gonna be tough, but look at Diana.
Diana getting caught, she will have to flash out from that. Ramus comes in, he's like, nope, I can't fight you, I'll go back. Morgana, seeing that the pressure there is up top, he will go in deep, takes out that ward. Morgana is still in a dicey spot. The 3 people there guarding it. Malzahar, Nautilus just walks into it and he will just die. Jax coming in from behind. Jax will deal some damage. Jax goes in too deep, takes a lot of damage, but that's okay. Kled coming in, cleaning up. Diana trying to go on the Malzahar. A beautiful route by Morgana, triple kill, just as I predicted. That Caitlyn just stood there, annihilated almost all of them.
It wasn't a good fight for them at all. Renekton was straight up chilling in base. He probably just went back to get his item, you know. It was just not a good time for Monster Wings to fight at that point.
It wasn't even a close fight. They just tower dived, came one by one. It wasn't even like a planned sort of an engage. They just engaged for the heck of it and we sort of won at that point.
Yeah, 21 minutes and 7 towers to Instinct Esports, 0 for Monster Wings. I don't want to say it's GG. You know, I'm always the hopeful type. It's always gonna be, like you said, comebackable probably.
I mean, Tristana
Look at
doesn't even have a
Caitlyn.
single item. It's not comeback.
Caitlyn is just flexing at this point.
That's actually a really flex situation going in. They'll take that Baron easily. They'll go back, maybe get items and finish the game now. Tristana finally has one item completed.
But Bloodthirster, is that gonna work?
I mean, an item is still an item, so comebackable, I guess.
Yeah, I love to see, you know, the chat and everybody, they like the comebackable term. So let's hope, you know, comebackable, or if Instinct Esports is just going to close this and claim their first game as a win and proceed on, you know, through the tournament. And here comes Caitlyn, just shredding Renekton and
Okay. This is sort of becoming a little embarrassing for
F.
Monster.
Press F.
Yeah, it's just pretty much. They're actually also very tilted at this point. But it's understandable. They're going against one of the best teams in Bangladesh, and it's definitely experience showing right now.
And I like the fact that, you know, Monster Wings is still fighting this out. You know, it's a sign of you know, good sportsmanship. Like, you're still going to try. You're not going to give up. You know, it's not over until the Nexus pops.
And Diana just dies. Bled coming in. Will burst down a Rammus pretty quickly. I'm kind of shocked. And now they're going on Nautilus. Renekton coming in from behind. Renekton will take a lot of damage. Die right there.
Nobody
Nautilus will also die. Nobody's going to die. And it's an easy victory.
That is GG, well played to Instinct Esports. A very, very clean game. You know, all towers are down, all 11, all the inhibs. GG, well played.
GG, well played indeed. Thank you for tuning in, guys. If you want to follow the tournament progress, log on to www.legion.lenovo.com. We're done for the streaming games today. There'll be one more game. In which we'll probably have an open spec lobby, but I think the streams are done for today. Don't forget to subscribe to Legion Gaming's India YouTube channel for all the broadcast and regular gaming content with some of the biggest names in gaming from around India. We'll be back tomorrow with 2 more games. I'll be joined again by Apollonia, and this time she'll be in India. So I'm pretty excited. Let's go in, boys. Thank you for logging in. See you guys tomorrow. Signing off.
Thank you everybody for watching. It was great casting this today, and we hope to see you again for all the other streams. And have a good time gaming. Goodbye, guys.